Hi, this is Andy on my channel, West Valley 411. In this video, I'm going to show you how to both replace the existing hose bib and also how to repair it. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is turn off the water supply to the hose bib. In this case, I have two options. One is turn the water supply off to the house, which is the lower one here. You can see it comes up from the street. And then the second one, which actually is not an option, sorry about that. This one is to the front and rear sprinkler systems. So leave that one alone. Let everybody know in the house you're turning the water off. Otherwise, if someone needs to take a shower, use the bathroom, or wash their hands, they're going to have no pressure. So first, turn this all the way to the right to close it, counterclockwise. Turn the valve on your old hose bib to release the pressure, and then it's pretty straightforward from there. Just use a crescent wrench, turn counterclockwise to remove it, and the opposite way to put it back on. And you're going to use two things to get a tight seal. The first is PTFE tape, or it's also called Teflon tape. 3 wraps around, going clockwise. So clockwise is this way, and the reason you're going clockwise is because that's the direction that the valve is going to go on, and you want to go in the same direction, because if you go in the opposite direction, it's going to start to peel back and you may have a leak. So the second thing you're going to do is use some pipe dope or pipe thread. Both the pipe dope and the Teflon tape is about $2 at Home Depot. So you're going to add on to the top of the pipe thread, I'm sorry, the PTFE tape, with some pipe thread going around, and then you're going to want to just press it on top of the PTFE tape so you don't have any gaps. And then you'll make sure when you're tightening your hose bib that there aren't any leaks. Okay, let's take a quick look at another type of hose bib before we get to the repair. And just real quick, if you have the same type of hose bib as I do, this one was purchased at Home Depot. It's called a brass garden valve bent nose. It was $14.44. So you can always choose to replace if you don't want to hassle fixing something. And the actual cost of the repair is about $1, which we'll see in just a minute. Okay, this is a more traditional type of a hose bib. Just keep in mind you've got to know whether or not you've got a 3/4 or 1/2 inch connection. Now, I took it off of the nub, off of the house, because I wanted to add a drinking fountain here and an outdoor shower over there. So a little bit of trenching underground. But anyway, this type of hose bib is much easier to repair because you can see the bonnet nut here on the top is much larger. All you do is take your crescent counterclockwise, lift it out, replace the gasket, and you'll be good to go. So the gasket is down here. The flat washer actually is down here, and it presses down against the internal frame and squeezes so that the water can't pass through it. There's another potential leak here when you turn the water on, and all you need to do is tighten the bonnet nut. If that doesn't work, you can always lift it out and replace that. So let's take a look at the internal parts to repairing your hose bib, which is a little more challenging. Okay, the reason this vertical type hose bib is much harder to repair is that you cannot lift up the stem out of the base unit because it is connected. The stem and the plunger is connected. So you can see when I turn this handle inside, there's a direct connection there, and that's where this flat washer is located. You have to use a picker like this to extract it by going in this way and just pulling it out that way. And let's do a little bit of forensics. You can see on this washer here that there is a circular groove going all the way around it. And that is why every time, see this groove? That is the cause of years and years of tightening your stem and it pressing against the bottom of that frame. And so after a while, it just gets worn out and you have to tighten this more and more and more, and it just becomes a hassle and your hose will probably just continue to leak. So there is another washer underneath this bonnet valve, this bonnet nut. So let's just take these things apart. And unscrew that. And you can see the nut comes right off. There's a kind of a unique style to this washer. It's not flat. Okay, you can see the shape of this. It's more conical. So, see if we can get that to focus. So just take that to Home Depot. And if you're repairing it, the water supply will be off in your house for quite a while. Okay, so that's the bonnet on top. Now again, you can see this rotating. And as we continue to rotate it, you'll see it's now in the shut position. Let's try it this way. You can see that stem getting longer. And then that's where the flat washer presses against it. So here's the challenge. I had a really hard time finding this flat washer. Now I did go to Home Depot, talk to a bunch of people. The largest size they have is this 1/2 inch size, but the thing that you have to look for right here, it says OD, which is outer diameter, and that is larger. It's 25/32, and that's the diameter of this flat washer from this edge going across to this edge. And this one that was in the hose bib was actually about 1 1/16, and I couldn't find any of that size, but perhaps this one just got flattened and compressed over the years. Now, I don't know if you can see this. It does have a very small lip right here where my thumbnail is. And I think it was designed that way because these ones here that are too small also have a little bit of a lip. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe that's a little bit better. I'm not sure what function that has because the washer, the flat washer itself sits down this way. Maybe it just gives that plunger that's up at the top a little bit more surface area to compress. But nevertheless, Ace Hardware came to the rescue. This is a Danco washer. The outside diameter is 1 inch. Looks like it's designed for a 3/4 inch valve. So all you do is reverse the process. Open this up. There is a screw. Where is it? Here it is. There is a screw that we will put. Oh, it's in the package. Okay. When all else fails, use scissors. Okay, there is a screw that goes through the washer and into the bottom there of the plunger. So the way to do that is we're going to, now obviously the washer is bigger than the hole. So you can try to fold it, push it, any way that you can get it in there. Obviously, you don't want to crack it. Okay, I had to stop the video for just a second so I could put this valve against my body for a little bit more leverage, and then just use something that's not quite so sharp. Press your valve in there and see if you can hear this. Okay, it is, the flat washer is now inside. We're going to now put the nut back in. And this is the fun part. I think if I used a Phillips screwdriver, it's going to give me a little bit more leverage, a little bit more contact points, so it doesn't keep popping out. So you can see that. Tighten that up. Now if I tighten this up quite a bit, that stem should start to turn. All right, just barely tweaked. Okay, let's get our handle, and then we'll tighten this up, but I just wanted you to see that washer is now in position. Let's turn the stem all the way. And now we have a 15-year-old repaired hose bib that is going to be looking for a happy home. So I did not know if I was going to be able to find this washer anywhere without flagging down a plumber or buying 30 of these in a package. But thanks, Ace, for coming to my rescue. This was only 99 cents. So the only consideration that you need to make is either you get the washer ahead of time, or the water is going to be off in your house while you're running to the store. So hope this video helps. Leaking hoses are a hassle, and but it's pretty easy to fix with a little perseverance, a little bit of tools, get the right things together, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps you, and good luck with the rest of your home repairs.